She burned the Qur'an. What I'm about to tell you is a severe and shocking warning to anyone who is memorizing the Qur'an. This is a story about a Hafizah. Her parents were from those who wanted a crown upon their heads on the Day of Judgment. And so, with Allah Azza wa Jalla's permission, the parents, they raised their daughter up to have her learn how to read the Qur'an and then memorize it. And juz by juz, month after month, she was memorizing the Qur'an. Until finally, after years of hard work, preserving the kalam of Allah in her heart, she had memorized everything covered together. And I want you to imagine the excitement of the parents and the excitement of the child and her attachment to the Qur'an as well. And subhanAllah, I want you to imagine the celebrations and the cheers and the du'as that were being made for her. But subhanAllah, unfortunately that alone was not enough to prevent what would happen next. Things would take a dark turn, for there had been something that was left unconsidered that would come back to not only haunt her but also her parents and her family. The very same people who pushed her to memorize. Her father walked upon her in the garage one day and saw her, this shocking scene, with fire in one hand and the mushaf in the other, and she had put fire to page and burned the mushaf. Subhanallah, I want to give you a few moments to really let that sink in for a bit. What could have possibly caused her to do this? So this question comes to mind. What happened? Why did this happen? Dear brothers and sisters, she had memorized the Qur'an to keep it in her head, but she had not embraced the Qur'an, so it was not in her heart. What do I mean by this, ya akhwan? See, it's not just about memorizing the Qur'an. It's about unleashing the light of the Qur'an in your heart, so the Qur'an becomes a source of guidance, character and comfort, and so that it can be a sword and a shield against shaitan, his army, and your own nafs. The Qur'an is capable of doing all of this and much more, ya ikhwan, O believers, especially if one memorizes it. But unfortunately, the Qur'an isn't given the status, nor the respect, nor the devotion that it deserves, especially in terms of Hifz. And that is what we are seeing. We are seeing the major scars and marring that is done in the process of the one who is doing Hifz. That is done on him and in the process itself. And this includes, is not limited to, not even knowing the purpose of Hifz or the rewards of it, not knowing the proper nurturing that is required for one who is doing Hifz. The madrasa system that they are seeing in the West, subhanallah, and we'll be making more videos on this later. And there's a lot more than this, subhanallah. There's so much. And even if one is dedicated, then you see issues such as forgetting the Hifz, not having the support by family and friends, and burning out consistently, that is causing you to lose interest in the Qur'an. And subhanallah, this is just a few of the many problems that is in the world of Hifz.
These are problems I and my twin brother have experienced firsthand with all of our students, and it's something that we've been helping people with for years. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Those who recognize the problem and work to solve it before it was too late, we can see with our own eyes that they're much better for it now. As for the rest of them, we can see the deep trouble that they're in today. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us all. Recently we realized this problem is much more widespread than we ever thought, and we've worked to figure out a solution accessible to everyone. Introducing our Hifz Mastery Membership, a carefully curated program that we have designed for those who are serious and sincere in their intent to learn the Qur'an as it is meant to be learned, with the heart. We are offering you the chance now to learn to read the Qur'an from scratch, to perfect your tajweed and get clear results within just a couple of weeks, and to unlock the secrets of true Hifz, making the Qur'an part of your mind, your heart, and your body. In addition to all this, you will get to join a community of like-minded individuals, holding each other accountable and learning from one another in a Qur'an-centric environment. Now, while we are finishing putting together all of this value, the price to join us is exclusively low. However, it won't take long for us to finish up our construction and raise the price, so grab it before time is up. If you're serious about learning the Qur'an, take action now, because one of the signs of the Day of Judgment, as told to us by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is that the Qur'an will no longer exist in this world, not in the mushaf, nor in anyone's memory. Now I have to ask you, would you want to live in such a time? If not, don't miss this chance. We've made it so affordable that nobody has an excuse now to not learn the Qur'an and start transforming their lives. So follow the link in the description and join us at Quran Unleashed. We'll be waiting to see you there, inshallah.
وقال الرسول يا رب إن قوم اتخذوا هذا القرآن مهجورا فذاك الذي اختار المدينة منزلا.